Well, hello there. My name is sometimes Heather and I play Elder Scrolls Online. Today, we will continue with the Dark Brotherhood questline with Berani, my vampire pet dog, whose pets will probably maybe stay hidden today because the Dark Brotherhood quests require a lot of sneaking and pets when sneaking are a little bit immersion breaking. Today's daily rewards: 6 major Gold Coast experience scrolls. Please. Do I recommend this game on PS5? I don't know, I'm on PC, but on PC this is excellent. Also a major time steal, so if you're looking for something like that, you have my recommendation. Where do we continue? Here, we need to speak with Astara, who will send us to meet everyone who lives here in Sanctuary. That's
The Dark Brother. This sanctuary shall serve as a safe haven, a place where you and your brothers and sisters can relax between contracts and other duties. In time, you will come to consider it your home.
my brothers and sisters.
We are all brothers and sisters, children of the Night Mother and our dread father. Even lone assassins need a family. Introduce yourself to the others. They can provide advice and information, even support for your more challenging contracts.
Will I get another contract soon?
Eager, are you? That's good. Then go and talk to Elam Drawls. He handles lesser contracts for the new initiates. Prove yourself to him, and more interesting assignments will follow. Welcome to the family.
I'll go and talk to Alejandro.
Explore the sanctuary. Meet the others. At least the ones currently at home. I believe Green Venom Tongue, Kor, Hildegard, Mirabelle, Simbar, and Tannic are available. When you're done, Elam should have a new task for you to accomplish.
I heard something about a Dark Brotherhood member being murdered.
Where did you... Oh, they were discussing that at the Noble's estate, were they? Bastards. It's true. Someone has been killing our brothers and sisters. When the hunters become the hunted, it's like the world has gone askew.
Any idea who the murderer is?
We're investigating the matter. It's not unusual for our pasts to catch up with us, and it's not like we have a shortage of enemies. We'll learn the identity of this killer, and then there will be a reckoning.
Who dare challenge the Dark Brotherhood?
True. Few have the audacity to openly oppose us, but there are many who would love to see the Brotherhood abolished. This feels different. Stay vigilant. Keep your eyes open and report anything you notice as you execute your duties.
How do I advance in the Brotherhood?
A little ambition is good for the soul, but only a little. Complete the contracts assigned to you. It's as simple as that. Every life you send to Sithis pleases the Night Mother and raises your profile. Complete enough jobs, and you'll be rewarded.
What happens as I advance?
We'll trust you with more difficult contracts, assign you more high-profile targets. The awards are greater, and we'll ask you to help with matters of importance to the Brotherhood. But don't get ahead of yourself. Start with Elam's contracts first.
Righty. As usual, we are drinking coffee. Meeting the other guild members is an optional step, but I'm going to start with meeting everyone besides Elam, and we'll save Elam for last. This also gives us a chance to take a look at the interior of the sanctuary, which is actually rather nice. Oh, book. The Blade of Law.
Ah, I heard we had a new initiate on the premises. I was just checking my notes and realized the details concerning you are sorely lacking. We'll need to rectify that before too long.
Yes, you can start from any place you want. DLC areas are more challenging than the base game, so I would recommend starting from the base game area, but yes, you can pretty much do whatever you like in the game. There is, of course, a quest line that is kind of sort of like forced upon you a little bit, but it's easy to ignore that and just go about your way, just like in Skyrim and Oblivion. Where were we? The matron suggested I introduce myself.
She did. Interesting. I wonder what she's planning this time. Well, I'm certain everything will become clear, eventually. Even you, I suppose.
Why do they call you Green Venom Tongue?
Aren't you familiar with the cherished Black Marsh custom? Consuming various venomous concoctions to bolster our natural immunity? I drank so much my tongue turned green. Ha! The new initiates fall for that every time.
Anyway, it's nice to meet you.
And you as well, Initiate. I look forward to interviewing you at length when you have some time. For my journals, of course. I keep meticulous records. I'll help you, you'll help me. Isn't that what the Bretons call a win-win?
Curious. Is there actually something about me in that book?
Perhaps, depending upon what you mean by something and me. Rest assured, whatever musings and observations I record herein are strictly confidential.
Any advice you want to share with a new recruit?
Now this one I know I've written down. Study the 5 tenets. Learn them. Memorize them. Live them. There's a copy in the sanctuary, someplace. I'd let you look at this one, but I don't let anybody read my journals. That would be inadvisable.
I see. Anything else?
Such a curious mind. Then listen carefully, Initiate. Contracts must be taken seriously. Always obey the matron's instructions to the letter. And don't get yourself killed. Though that probably goes without saying.
Don't get killed. Got it. The Dark Brotherhood quest line is available through the Dark Brotherhood DLC, though, so this is additional content, which of course costs a little bit extra. Next, we have Maribel.
So you're the new initiate. You're certainly cuter than the last one.
The matron suggested I introduce myself.
And why wouldn't she, darling? I am her favorite after all. As a matter of fact, I'm everyone's favorite. I'm sure you'll agree soon enough. Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you. May the Night Mother forever hold you in her cold and loving embrace.
What should I know about the Dark Brotherhood?
You shouldn't know anything, darling. We're a secret organization, after all. I suppose I can tell you that we serve the Night Mother. Her cold embrace binds us together. Never dishonor her. Our contracts aren't mere tasks. We carry out her will.
I'm still not sure how this all works.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. These words, as part of a complex ritual, form the Black Sacrament, the means by which those in need pray to the Night Mother.
And we consider that to be a contract.
Our mother hears the prayer and whispers to the listener. The listener sends a speaker to arrange the details and create the contract. Then the speaker selects an assassin to carry out our mother's will. It's more than just a job. It's a calling.
It sounds like the Brotherhood worships the Night Mother.
This just got much too serious for my taste, darling. Let's talk about something, oh, I don't know, more decadent. Like how I'd be nibbling on your ear if Simbar wasn't here. He's watching, isn't he? Maybe a little nibble is in order,
Okay, let's escape now to Core and Hildegard. I think those are next. No, I'm wrong. Tonic seems to be the closest one. I've got to keep an eye out for law books. There are quite a few in the sanctuary. Reading them isn't like mandatory, but they do offer a lot of interesting lore.
So you're the new recruit, huh? No, don't tell me your name. I'll, just call you New Blade. It's easier to remember and, it's not like I'm gonna know you for very long. Yes, New Blade. That's so much better.
Why don't you think I'll be around for long?
Oh, I didn't mean to offend you. I just believe in full disclosure. We've lost an initiate and a fully trained assassin recently. Mirabelle's in denial, but I know what's happening. Someone's hunting the Brotherhood, and you make a tempting target.
Let's do what we do best and remain silent.
Trying to pull off the spooky thing? Not bad, but your technique needs a little work. I'm sure you just need some more practice. Anyway, stay sharp out there, New Blade. We're not the only scary things lurking in the shadows anymore.
Sonic is a little bit scary, so let's go find Core and Hildegard. I've got myself turned around yet again.
It's all right, little one.
Yeah.
Just a new smell. Your new brother or sister must be here. Do you want to meet them?
Hi, Core and Hildegard.
Come on now, Hilda. Don't be shy. Sorry, she can be skittish around strangers.
It seems Hildegard is a werewolf.
New sister! Welcome! Welcome! You need anything at all, you come to me, yes?
The matron suggested I meet the rest of the family.
Of course! It's important to get to know everyone. You're part of the family now, and family helps each other. It's what we do.
Yes, I almost always play with a stage 4 vampire. Why do you have a werewolf in that cage?
Oh, that's not a werewolf. Well, I guess it is. But it's also little Hildegard. She's really sweet. But you'll need to say hello later. She still doesn't have the hang of controlling her transformations.
Hildegard sounds like she has an interesting story.
Hildegard is like the little sister I never had. But her true family was awful. They drank the blood of werebeasts. It's a dangerous practice, but not entirely unheard of in Nordlands. They even forced their children to participate.
Is that how Hildegard became a werewolf?
We assume so. But as to why she can't control her transformations, that remains a mystery. She lost control one day, and hurt another member of the tribe. They cursed her and she ran away. I found her later. She was confused, alone, nearly mad.
You're lucky she didn't attack you.
I'm a skilled hunter. Taming animals is almost second nature to me. It took time, but she came to trust me. Accepted me as her big brother. Before that happened, though, she nearly tore my face off. See? I still have the scar.
I really like Core and Hildegard. And we will come to meet them later on in the questline. But let's go to Elon Trials and see what he has to share with us. Will I be able to get there without getting turned around and misplaced? I don't think so. Gold Coast notables. We have crafting tables here, clothing, woodworking, and blacksmithing, and in another chamber, alchemy station and an enchanting table. Those come in very handy when you need to cook up more potions. Elam without you.
You must be the new initiate. I've heard some unbelievable things about you. Still, you can't be too good. Your name hasn't appeared on one of my contracts yet. What? Oh, that's a Dark Brotherhood joke. Don't you have a sense of humor?
Astara said I should speak with you.
Did she now? Are you sure that's what she told you to do? Wouldn't want you to get in trouble your first day in the sanctuary. Now that you're here, we might as well discuss your training.
My training?
Don't repeat what I say. It annoys me. Now, where was I? Oh yes, your training. Complete a contract, receive a reward. Prove yourself, and more significant contracts will be made available to you. It's simple, really.
I understand.
I don't expect you to last a week, but as long as you're still here. Ready for your first contract, Initiate?
Yes, I am.
Not everyone appeals to the Dark Brotherhood through the Black Sacrament. For those with copious amounts of gold to spare, we usually indulge their more mundane requests. Are you ready to take on your first contract?
I'm
Typically,
ready.
you'll consult the ledger marked for death, but I've handpicked something special for your first job.
Who do I have to kill?
Travel to the city of Kvatch, identify the target listed on this contract, then eliminate them. I encourage you to practice with the Blade of Woe, but as long as the target dies, it doesn't really matter how you kill them. Can you manage that?
I will return when my target is dead.
What are you standing around for? I'm not much to look at, and neither is this room.
I would like to know more about you.
Me? I'm flattered. No, that's not the right word. Uncomfortable? Yes, that's it. Well, whatever do you want to know about me for?
I just want to know who I'll be working with.
Not the brooding type? Good. They're a bore. I've been with Astara at this sanctuary since its inception. More years than I care to remember. In that time, I've done enough contract killing to know how to drum up business. It's my charm.
I'd like to know more about the contracts.
Anyone can find a reason to kill someone. Ambition, jealousy, humiliation. I once killed for a jester who couldn't take a joke. Careful who you heckle in Stormhaven.
Every time we return from a contract given by Ellen Trolls, he has a little bit of a story to tell us. I find them quite entertaining, so I recommend you listen to it. Now, going to Kvatch to kill someone is our next agenda. Murdering people is, of course, wrong. I don't understand why ESO has chosen to make it so entertaining and delightful. Oh, I haven't found Quatch. Dang it, we have to work. Oh, and I have forgotten to check out today's daily endeavor. Let's do that now. Today's daily endeavors encourage us to complete 2 quests, craft 4 items with the Alchemist Guild, collect 5 pure water springs or alchemical plants, refine a raw material 8 times, or defeat 3 cycle bosses in the Infinite Archive. The weekly endeavors included one of my favorites, Harvest 100 resources from the world. I completed that in like 2 hours after the start. That endeavor, oh, look at that view, it's incredible. That endeavor doesn't really require much other than running around the world, admiring the views and harvesting resources. For that, it pays off to have all crafting passives unlocked, because there you can find passives that allow you to see resources from a longer distance, like from further away. That really does help a lot. The running here doesn't know anything about crafting, so I am blind to resources. Most stones are pretty easy to spot, but everything else is almost invisible. Like Lady Smoke there. We could have taken a shortcut up the hill, but I didn't notice that. Watch way shrine unlocked. Now we need to find our targets and get rid of them.
So much to do.
Panthea Salvius. All the way over there. Rather convenient, that's an area it memory serves, which doesn't have a lot of NPCs.
Murder is a filthy business in the eyes of Akatosh.
Our targets are always marked with a black hand above their head. They usually have a set route, and while they go about that route, or is it route? I don't know, I'm Finnish. There will be a few spots where they are hidden from guards and other NPCs, so it might be smart to follow them around for a little bit
And those who treat murder as business are the worst of all.
see what is the smartest, safest place to eliminate them.
Hear me, faithful of Akatosh. I speak of the foul followers of Sithis. The Dark Brotherhood. Cowards and skeever lovers. The lot of them. Murder is a filthy business in the eyes of Akatosh.
Now, as we turn around this corner, we seem to be quite well. After our target is dead, we are going to return to Iron Charles. Let's. There's a way shrine right outside the sanctuary, which is rather convenient when you're doing the repeatable quests. There's a little bit of a run, but nothing that can't be managed. And we have done your bidding.
You're back, I see. How could I not? You're standing in my light. So tell me, how did you do?
I completed my first contract.
Well, good for you. But don't get too full of your accomplishments just yet. That was a fairly easy contract I started you with. Come back when you're ready for more. If the speaker or the matron give an order, though, that takes priority.
And now we can study the book marked for death. Herein lie the countless damned, their worth measured only by the weight of the gold that condemned them. Select your meal and devour it whole. King Aradan has many concerns that require his attention. Foreign petitioners hovering at the gates of his throne room are not among them. Shove one off in the most certain times possible, so the king needn't be bothered any further. Accept contracts. Go to Upper Elden Root and kill your targets. But before we do, we find a note from Asta. Initiate. A situation has developed in Kavach that requires our immediate attention. Find me in the sanctuary and I will provide additional instructions. Astara. I should talk to Astara in the Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. This starts a quest called A Lesson in Silence. Let's speak with Astara and see what kinds of troubles she sends us to face.
The Grand Sermonizer is at it again, Matron.
Those loudmouth fanatics! It's time to teach them a lesson about the blessings of silence!
Enough. I'll decide how we respond to these malign sermons. Initiate, I have a task for you. Once again, the pious idiots of Kavach dare to provoke the anger of the Dark Brotherhood. Such an insult cannot be allowed to stand unchallenged.
What's going on in Kavach?
As if the Grand Sermonizer didn't have enough vices to rage about. Now she's preaching against the Brotherhood. She says we are weak, powerless. A toothless dragon that inspires ridicule instead of fear. These lies must be silenced. Permanently.
I can go to Kvatch.
Be wary. The Order of the Hour has increased its presence in Kvatch. Avoid the warrior priests if you can. Meet up with Tannic and silence the priests that speak against us, including the Grand Sermonizer. That will put the fear of Sithis in them.
I will go to Kvatch right away. Do I actually see a typo there? There's a comma instead of a full stop.
Tannic will meet you in Kvatch. I expect the two of you to deal with the Grand Sermonizer and show the people of that hypocritical city the real power of the Dark Brotherhood.
So, we need to go
Initiate.
back to...
I have my own contract in Kvatch. I'll join you in Tannic as soon as I'm finished.
3 blades on the same contract? Is that wise, mate?
Just make sure the Grand Sermonizer dies, Initiate. That's my chief concern.
But first, I need more coffee. I will be right back. Have I managed to get myself in the picture? Yes, I have. Getting better at this. Now, to Kvatch. This way? Yes, this way. We could have, of course, spent a bit of gold to travel directly to the Kvatch Way Shrine, but I prefer to run. I'm trying to remember what happens in this quest, but the memory escapes me. Tannic,
I was wondering how long it would take you to get here. Didn't Astara instill you with a sense of urgency about this mission? She must be getting tender-hearted after all these years.
Does everything amuse you?
Yes, I say so. I find life to be a complicated series of pranks and pratfalls. Besides, this is your mission. I'm only here to observe and offer assistance if you get in over your head. Speaking of which, try not to get captured or killed today.
So you're just going to stand around and watch?
No, that would be boring. You start murdering the Sermonizer's priests while I take on the real challenge. I'll locate her hiding spot. Then I'll find you so we can kill her together. That will put the fear of the Brotherhood and the Kvatch people.
What happens if I get spotted making a kill?
Be stealthy or slaughter everyone that gets in your way. Whichever works best for you. They all wind up with Sithis in the end, so what's the worry? Now, let's get out there and deal with the Grand Sermonizer and her lying priests.
Sounds like we have that.
Time to dip our daggers in Sermonizer blood. Watch your back, new blade.
Now we need to kill Akatosh sermonizes. There's one. There's also a god. Where can we find another one? Someone who's a little bit... Well, not in such an open area. There's one. Another god. A lot of witnesses.
Top quality merchandise.
There are a lot of sermonizers in Clutch, and
I was once like you.
they respawn quite quickly. Let's try this one. That's one. Where can we find another one? There?
I'm desperate.
Conveniently hidden.
And those who treat murder as business are the worst of all.
That's two. Then we only need one more. Where can we find?
Help out a poor soul.
Perhaps this one is in a place that doesn't have a lot of guards.
Hear me, faithful of Akatosh! I speak of the foul followers of Sithis!
Perhaps they'll move. Convenient. That's 3 sermonizers done.
Our quarry cowers in her family's estate outside Kvatch. I'll meet you there, New Blade. And if you really want to impress the matron, kill a few more sermonizers along the way.
So now we need to enter the Grand Sermonizer's estate. Where exactly? I do not know. Here you can pick up a boss quest. Boss daily for on the Gold Coast region. There are 2 bosses. One here and another one here. The Clutch Arena quest is a little bit faster to complete. Of course, you can't choose them, they're complete randomized. So do we go here, through the maze? Oh. if we get lost, we can just hop to a way shrine. Why, thank you. I don't remember exactly when I started playing, but it was quite a few years ago. I'm starting to be certain that we shouldn't be in this mess. Let's exit and try a more practical approach. Hedge mesas like this are actually one of my worst nightmares, so relieved to be out of there. Now, maybe it's wiser to just run to the gate and find the estate. The usual. Yeah, I suppose we need to remain stealthy. Or kill them.
Don't be offended. He hates everyone.
Spy
No
on
order
the
of the hour? Huh.
crowned
Follow me, you blade.
samuraiser. Contained. Fish and bone.
You blade, come quietly and listen. Our quarry stirs below.
Grand Sermonizer, have you discovered the location of the sanctuary yet?
Unfortunately, this
Trying to
assassin
get a better view.
expired before revealing anything useful.
I'll capture another. Try not to kill this one before we learn the location of the Dark Brotherhood's lair.
Lord Akatosh, hear our prayer. Just prepare the body, like so.
Who is that black-armored warrior? Some kind of mercenary? Now's our chance. Follow me.
Enter the interrogation hall. Wait for Tanek to
She
investigate.
tortured Simbar. Such an insult to the family cannot stand.
Ew.
At least he knew how to hold his tongue.
Oh, that's needlessly violent, actually.
Foul magic is this? New Blade, beware. I feel so weak. I can't move.
Oh my.
Two assassins. I didn't know they came in pairs. This is with the proper motivation. We'll reveal the location of the Dark Brotherhood sanctuary.
I'm just gonna sit here and see who comes for me first. Sithis or Tall Papa?
Tanik, are you planning to just lay down and die?
They knew we'd come for Simbar. Trapped his body with some kind of foul death magic.
Get up, you milk drinker! Sithis still has work for you to do. Initiate. The Grand Sermonizer is yours. I'll get Tanik home.
Follow the Grand Sermonizer's escape route. So we go. I'm playing as a stage 4 vampire, so as health dropped, I stay at a low health until I find another enemy. Inventory full. Time to whip out the merchant.
Yes?
Don't need that. Might need that. Don't need these. Why do I not have anything to sell? Where is my other merchant? And why haven't I assigned her? That's a little bit better. Reset and collect more garbage. Pursue the Dark Sunriser.
Defend me, Knights of the Order of the Hour! Show this assassin the true power of Akatosh!
Animals out. That's better. I haven't played with Veyron a little while, so forgive me if I'm clumsy. Lately, I've gone for the easiest options, namely Erzik, my siege vampire. Well, here we have a lot of enemies.
Seems I'll need to use something harsher than words to deal with you. The Black Dragon will make you pay for striking a servant of
And
Akatosh.
also we need to kill Sunriser, which was easier than expected. Return to the sanctuary. Usually there is another way out somewhere behind the boss enemy. This happened a lot in Skyrim, but not so much in Oblivion. Here we go. The sanctuary is relatively close, so we can just run there. I'm going to get rid of my animals. They're a little bit large animation-wise. even though they are very helpful in combat, I try to get rid of them when I enter a city. Just because the animations are a little bit intrusive. Are we there yet? Here we go. Vampire is hungry and so am I. Speak with a star. I suppose she's waiting for us in the same place where we parted with her.
Kor brought Tannik home injured but alive. He told me you went after the Grand Sermonizer. Tell me, has the deed been done?
The Grand Sermonizer and her priests are dead. We found Simbar tortured to death.
Simbar was one of our best. To allow himself to be captured like that. I didn't think that either the Grand Sermonizer or the Order of the Hour was capable of such a feat. Why go to all that trouble, I wonder?
A warrior in black armor captured Simbar. Said she wanted to learn the location of our sanctuary.
Black armor? I've heard rumors of such a warrior. But to seek the location of our sanctuary, it appears we're at war with an unknown adversary. I need to think about this. By the way, Tannik woke up and asked to see you.
I will go and talk with Tannik. First, I rely on ordinary boots with a buff to health, magicka, and stamina. I play for immersion, not for most damage, so this is easy and convenient. I would probably maybe for a vampire choose a mage approach just because of the penalties toward health regeneration. Keeping a little bit of a distance between yourself and enemies is, well, safe and convenient in a way.
Don't worry, Tannik. A cask of mead, and you'll be back on your feet in no time.
Shit, your mead tastes like bee vomit. I think I'll pass.
Oh, Tannik, I hate that this happened to you.
You worry more than the matron, Hildegard. I'll be as good as new before you know it. Ah, the new blade has arrived. Give us the room if you would, Kor.
Certainly, Tannik. But I still expect you to be completing contracts again in a few days.
I'll do my best not to disappoint you.
Take your time, Tannik. I am going to go say a prayer for your quick recovery.
Speak with Tannik. Ooh, Blood Priestess sounds very, very entertaining to play with.
Kor and Hildegard mean well, but they're worse than a couple of mother hens. You're alive. Does that mean the Grand Sermonizer is no longer with us?
The Grand Sermonizer is dead. But how are you doing?
We're not certain what kind of magic the Grand Sermonizer placed upon Simbar's body. But I'd be dead too, if not for you and Kor. I'm indebted to you both.
At least they didn't learn the location of the sanctuary.
And I'll make sure that everyone remembers Simbar's bravery. He refused to give up our secret, no matter what the Grand Sermonizer did to him. It does make me wonder about the warrior who was able to defeat him, though.
You mean the black-armored warrior?
Simbar could easily best me in a fight, and that warrior bested him. If you encounter her again, don't underestimate her skills and abilities. She's hunting the hunters, and that's a game I have no desire to play.
Is there anything else you need right now?
Maybe a cute little wood elf to warm up my bed? But I'd probably fall asleep before we got to the good stuff. Just stay sharp, New Blade. The roots of our trouble stretch deep below the soil. Things are gonna get worse, my friend. Mark my words.
And thus we have completed Lessons in Silence. Let's see what's in our reward coffers. Uncertain if I have room to collect these, but we get black beeswax and roguish escape troops. And in the other one we find cities boats. This is a medium set that adds to maximum magicka and stamina and weapon and spell damage, and with 5 pieces equipped, killing an enemy gives you movement speed and invisibility. Kinda sorta nice, but it doesn't work for every build, I'd say. But now, since I am hungry, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. For now, I will return to continue with this next Thursday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Ta.